my flow.
It is arguably the biggest game on planet Earth. And now this grand game enters its 6th decade. We welcome you to Santa Clara and Levi Stadium for Super Bowl 60. Coming up, a battle here in the NFL playoffs. It's the AFC champion Baltimore Ravens and the champions of the NFC, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Wherever you are, welcome to America's great sports day. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, Super Bowl Sunday, 195 different countries know all about it. They're watching Greg, and for the players, this moment, they've built so much, and now it's here, a chance to take the field in the biggest football game of the night.
We're here all week, Mike, from every team leading up to the Super Bowl. For the players that have been here before, there is such an advantage. You know what to expect. You know what pregame feels like. You know how to handle the emotions leading up to it. But for the new players,
After all the hype, it's finally time for football. It's Super Bowl Sunday. And off we go on EA Sports. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. So the Buccaneers come out, and Baker Mayfield leads them out. He has found a spot to be very comfortable. The former #1 overall pick out of Oklahoma, who turned 30 in the offseason, and has done a nice job with the Buccaneers the last few years.
all week long, they just keep telling themselves it's just another game, and then reality sets in. And I promise, as he takes the field right now, Mike, the thoughts and the emotions swirling around his head, he's got to do his best to harness it. These are the games that legacies are built upon. He understands, even though he's had this long journey, he is going to be judged based on these next 4 quarters.
His first catch of this Super Bowl, and good for the first down. Baker gonna give it to Irving. And they're gonna work this down inside the 45. Give them 15 more on that one. They are on the move. It's a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
The RPO, they'll get this to Ibuka. Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9. At the 40.
Baker to throw. Now, screen set up for Irving. This one going to be sniffed out. Blown up in the backfield. 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Mayfield. Odafe Owe, busting it and recording the sack.
And these are the type of splash plays that can have an impact, especially as the game goes on. So offensive line has to do a better job to make sure that they have this protection shored up and that this isn't a sign of things to come.
And not the greatest of results here. This is going to hit the field of play and continue out of bounds. So the Ravens will come out. They are led by the man who's won the MVP twice and was the runner-up a season ago. Hard to believe it is year 8 for Lamar Jackson as the Ravens quarterback. First carry for one of the league's best workhorses, Derrick Henry. And they'll bring down around the 27-yard line. Levante David doing his work on defense. He's got his tight end, Mark Andrews. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45. His first catch of this Super Bowl. And good for the first down.
What a luxury that certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
And some good running there. He'll fall forward for about 7. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Bucs 45.
They'll go again here with Henry. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. From the gun, Jackson. He's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And he will get into the end zone. Mark Andrews. Touchdown, Baltimore. The first touchdown of Super Bowl 60. What a catch and run by the tight end as he takes it into the end zone and finishes the play. Greg, you know what that's like. Tight end touchdown.
Mike, so often the tight ends are considered to be the possession guys, right? They're the guy you throw it to when you need an easy catch, you need a reliable target. But not this guy. He is a downfield weapon, and he just showed you right there what he's capable of.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. He fields it at the 8. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Buccaneers offense ready to get going with their second possession. They were forced to punt the first time through. It led to a touchdown, so down 7-0 as they get the ball back for 1st and 10. Here's carry number 1 for Rashad White. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. That run good for a dozen. Very quick first down. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Off the play fake. It's Mayfield. Throw on the run is complete. They're going to work this down inside the 45. Second reception of this Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down.
10 at the 43-yard line.
On the handoff, it's Irving. The ball comes out, and the Ravens have come up with the... And remember now, all turnovers have to be verified by a replay, so they might be taking a look at this one. At issue was the knee, or any other body part except the hand, down before the ball comes loose? And are the visuals convincing enough to overturn the call on the field? So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. That's thrown quickly, taken in by Godwin. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. Out right, catch made. That's Ibuka. And he's going to be brought down. And with that tackle, we hit the end of the first quarter of play. On 4th down, Chase McLaughlin in for the Bucs. This is going to be a 51-yard attempt. McLaughlin's kick is good, and the Buccaneers are on the board. It's 7-3.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
From the 6, here comes a return. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. The Ravens offense ready to take over for their second possession. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. Jackson fires complete to Flowers. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Brings up second and 7.
Jackson now on second down. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start, and a loss of yards on the play.
The best defenders can just sense when a screen is coming. They can tell the body language of the offensive lineman's pass set. They can tell on the drop of the quarterback. It just doesn't look right. It's exactly the case here. Great job getting to the back and taking him down for a loss.
That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively. It sets up 4th down. So the drive ends, and on comes Jordan Stout to kick it away. Cameron Johnson deep for Tampa Bay. A fair catch. He's going to call it and take it right around his own 30-yard line. The Buccaneers offense and their running back Bucky Irving ready to hit the field again. They try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. What more could you ask for on 1st down? Nice run of 8, setting up 2nd and short.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2.
They'll go again with White. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. A gain there of 11. Good for a Buccaneers 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
On 1st down, right back to White. Room to run again. That's good for 27 and a 1st down.
27 more yards. That's another Buccaneers 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Big hole up the middle. The interior of this offensive line did a great job clearing some space. The back saw it quick, and he hit it. Next thing you know, he was in the secondary for a big pick.
And this time, they are ready for him. Thrown for a loss, and it's 2nd down.
The key to great defensive line play is the get-off. When that ball moves, how fast can you get off the ball and get into the backfield? That's exactly what we saw here. Quick read, react, get off the block, take him down for a loss.
That is brought in at the 10. And he'll be marked down at the 7. And it will set up 1st and goal.
Buccaneers 1st down. 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
They'll run with White. And this one blown up. Good surge will drop him. A loss on the play back to the 9-yard line.
Loss of 2.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal.
He pulls it in around the 5. And they'll get about 4 out of this one. Run after the catch. Hard to come by down here. Here comes 3rd and goal. That is caught by the tight end. Cade Otton. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. DeJounte Wester now to return it. We'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. The Ravens offense ready to take over possession of the football. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. The shotgun, here's Jackson. A pass pulled in by Henry. He's going to be marked down up around the 33.
10 yards.
It's a gain of 10. That's enough for a quick first down. So it'll be 1st and 10. They'll scrimmage at the 33. Now Jackson. Now he's loose at the 40. And he will score. Jay Flowers. Touchdown, Ravens. Point after, coming up here. It's up and through. And the Ravens are on top. It's 14-10. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Johnson now to return. Crazy. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Buccaneers offense, running back Rashad White, ready for this next possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. To throw is Mayfield. That's caught left side by Otten. And he'll be run out of bounds. That's a good gain on 1st down. They pick up 7 yards.
8 yards
On 2nd down, Baker to the left side to Godwin. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line. Here's 1st and 10.
complete to Chris Godwin.
Mayfield to throw. Good work there defensively. Knocked it away, and that pass falls incomplete.
Intended for
Chris Godwin, the receiver he was looking for. And it'll be 2nd down. To throw is Mayfield. He's across midfield. And he is out of bounds.
14 yards. That's good for a 1st down.
On 1st down is Mayfield. Short throw there, pulled in by Evan. Here's 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8.
Now Mayfield.
And 2.
Get this complete right side to Otten. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
Yards.
He'll step up and run. And they'll have 1st and goal. He is down inside the 10-yard line. Timeout here, Tampa Bay. That is their 2nd. Clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in the 2nd quarter.
The 9-yard line.
Now Mayfield. He'll run again.
1st and goal. Quarterback thinks he's got a shot to take this one in himself. I think he's just a little late in his reaction and decision to turn into a runner. Defense has just enough time to get there. They stop him short of the end zone. 2nd and goal.
For the end zone, but it's batted away. Incomplete. He was open for a moment. Defense closed quickly, and now it's 3rd and goal. White. And he's going nowhere. Met and dropped behind the line. And now it's 4th and goal.
That 3rd down stop, Mike, now changes the entire approach of this offense. You're thinking to yourself, all right, it's 3rd down. Let's run it on up in there. If we don't score, we still have 4th down in our back pocket. But now the defense takes you back for a loss. So what do you do now?
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Bucs are back within a point. It's 14-13.
Outside of coming away with a touchdown, I'm not sure they could have done any better to close out that half. I mean, they burned all the clock. They don't let the opponent possess the ball, and they come away with points.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
35-yard line.
Here's Jackson. the right side. He's got Andrews. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome into the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you on an abridged halftime report. Good competitive first half. This game kind of has a punch-counter-punch feel to it, as reflected on the scoreboard. Tight game going into the second half. Can either team pull away? To find out, let's go back to the stadium and our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula and come out on top in this tight one as we hit the second half. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. The Ravens offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. Their lead is just a point as they begin it on this drive with 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Henry. And he'll find some way to turn this into positive yardage, struggling forward for a pickup of about 2. From the 24 now, here is 2nd and 8. Now, Jackson. He'll step up and run this. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. A big play here in the big game. 32 yards.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
This is an element to his game that we don't necessarily spend a lot of time talking about. He's not known as a traditional runner at the quarterback position. But when he has some space like he had here, he is more than capable of not only converting first downs, but picking up big chunk plays.
Going to stop this here for injury. One of the Buccaneers is down. Without question, something you never want to see, especially here on Super Bowl Sunday. Going to go right back to Henry. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropping for the loss of a yard.
Looked like that might have been a RPO, a run-pass option. The quarterback has the ability to put the ball in the belly of the running back or pull it on the pass. Looked like you might have been better off pulling that one because he handed it off, and there was nowhere for that running back to go.
That's deep for the back of the end zone. One broken up in the end zone. It's incomplete. One great work just to get those hands up there, and now it's 4th down. Ravens sending the punt team out there. The punt for the second time, looking to pin the opponent back deep. This is going to get out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The Bucs offense and running back Rashad White ready for this next possession. They'll begin with first down from their own 11. The drive begins with a run by White. And a nice gain, getting this to about the 23-yard line. 12 yards on the game. That's good for a quick first down.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Another run here with White. And a strong first down run, a pickup of 9, setting up 2nd and short.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a goal.
Baker going to hand it to White. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
So there's multiple factors, Mike, that make blitzes successful. So, of course, there's the initial design. Can you attack the vulnerabilities of the offense's blocking scheme? And then in this case, the next phase is the timing. You can see this linebacker knew exactly when that ball was going to be snapped. The offensive line had no chance to identify and pick him up, and he's able to bring him down for a loss.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
On first down, it's White into the secondary at the 45. A pickup there of 28 yards.
It's a gain of 28 yards. That's another Buccaneers
vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big game.
And he'll lean forward, getting this to about the 35. Jair Alexander up from the secondary to make the stop. 2nd and 7. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. It's a first down for Tampa Bay.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 20.
Here's Mayfield. Godwin working the right side. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
2nd down throw for Mayfield. He's got it inside the 5. And he's in. Bucca. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Mike, this is a great example of a wide receiver who just truly understands the concept of spacing. When you're open, stay open. If you're not open, get open. And when you can do that and operate in the middle of the field, man, you are such a weapon and a reliable target for your quarterback. It's a great example of it here. He works to stay open, middle of the field, ball's on target. It's an easy touchdown.
And he will get in for the 2. They open up the bag of tricks on the goal line and add a pair of points.
Like I'm being biased, Mike, but I'm really not. Down here this close to the end zone, especially on 2-point tries, the size, the length, the athleticism, and matchups these tight ends can create, man, they are a tough handle, and it leads to 2 points.
So here's the Baltimore offense getting set for their next drive. They're searching here for the tying score, down 21-14. They'll begin 1st and 10. They'll work straight ahead with Henry. And the woes in the running game continue. They're going to subtract yards there. A loss on the play. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Again, right up the middle to Henry. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 8.
That's over the middle to the tight end, Andrews. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter. Down to the final quarter in Super Bowl 60. We'll return for the 4th from Santa Clara after this. Ravens bring their punt team out. They force to punt, trailing here in the 4th quarter. But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. The Bucs offense and running back Rachaad White ready for this next possession. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mayfield. Oh, they got the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith.
This is just the last thing you can afford to do, especially in this situation. Like, there's just no need to force the ball. You're playing with a lead. It's late in the game, and I know he's got a lot of confidence in his arm, and he thinks he can get away with it, but that decision, it proves to be costly.
The Ravens offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They'll start with the football already in the red zone. Big opportunity here on 1st and 10. What more could you ask for on 1st down? Nice run of 8, setting up 2nd and short.
8 yards on the pickup.
A tight end in motion now. Jackson Johnson gonna keep it himself. He'll be taken down, but just like that, they are in business. It's 1st and goal.
That's good for a Baltimore first down. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Henry. Touchdown. A huge touchdown there in the 4th quarter, and now just a point away from tying the game.
And that's one of those drives, Mike, where you know your best is needed. Can you come through here late and give your team a chance? They're an extra point away from tying this thing up, and we got ourselves a ball game.
Now, still down 1, here is an utterly critical extra point attempt. The kick is good, and that will tie this game here in the 4th quarter. All even. 4th quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? Johnson now to return. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. Here's the Tampa Bay offense. They're going to take over once more. This one tight throughout, all level at 21, as they'll search for a go-ahead score. Mayfield to throw on 1st and 10. To the tight end, Otten with the grab. Going to stop this here for injury. One of the Buccaneers is down. Without question, something you never want to see, especially here on Super Bowl Sunday. From the 31, here is 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, a run with White. And this will be a Bucs 1st down. He'll take this up to the 38-yard line.
And a 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Baker to throw. That's to the right side. Taken in by Evans. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
That's another Buccaneers first down.
They'll run out of the gun. This is White. And he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down. Throwing is Baker. There's Evans. He's got it. He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short. And now it's 4th down. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Ravens offense back onto the field for their next possession. We're all even. 4th quarter, so every drive so important at this stage. And they'll start with 1st and 10. They'll motion a tight end right. On 1st down, they'll start the drive with Henry. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Run the draw, and here's Henry. And a nice run there. He'll get 9 yards. Mark at 29.
It's tough to completely celebrate, Mike, when you don't pick up the 1st down, but that's a run you will take every single time. I mean, good yardage in a lot of situations, it'll get you the 1st down, just not here.
Now the Bucs will take their 1st timeout, as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down is looming. Punt team out, ready to send this one away. Important punt here in this tie game late. To return is Johnson. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And and they'll take over there. The Buccaneers offense ready for this next possession. They'll begin with 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground, and here's White. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. 2 minutes remain in Super Bowl 60. We're back to see this one wrap up after this. Here's 2nd down and 3. They'll drop to throw. Off he goes. And they will finally track him down inside the 40-yard line. A gain there of 20. Good for a Buccaneers 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Throwing is Mayfield. Gets this one into the hands of his receiver, Godwin. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. He takes off. And it's a big run down to the 10-yard line. Now the Ravens use their 1st timeout, as they'll get him just a shade under a minute left in this one. Final minute, still 2 timeouts remaining as we get to 1st and 10. And he's taken down. That will get them a bit closer. Every yard going to help the field goal kicker right now. Now, after that last play, we have an injured Raven. Without question, something you never want to see, especially here on Super Bowl Sunday. White, and he's going to lose yardage here, taken down back at the 8. Ravens now going to use their final timeout. Get the stoppage at just over 50 seconds to go in this one. Mayfield. And this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play.
That was just too easy, Mike. It's just straight man coverage. Great route by the receiver on the slant. You just can't give up an inside release deep in your own end zone because, as you just saw, it's pitch and catch.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. This returnable from the 4. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Ravens offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They'll do so with 1st and 10. The shotgun, here's Jackson. Left side, caught by Andrews. And he'll be out of bounds, a pickup of 5.
At the 31-yard line. It's a pickup of 6.
2nd down, Jackson. That is left side and caught by Fowler. Big play. 3rd and 2.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
He manages to get the throwaway and completes it. Pressure time, no timeouts to stop the clock as they get set here for a big 1st down. The clock under 20, he spikes it with 18 seconds remaining. Jackson now on 2nd down. A pass pulled in by Henry. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short. And he will stop the clock with 5 seconds left. And here we go, 4th and inches. Jackson now. He'll take a shot here, back of the end zone. And that is incomplete. They took the end zone shot of the final play. It's a heartbreaking finish, and this one will come to an end. That'll do it for the third time in franchise history. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers are Super Bowl champions. Wow, you talk about a compelling Super Bowl. That's as good as we could ask for, Greg. A struggle tight till the end, but ultimately, one team had done a little bit more, and they are now the champions.
And as in the case in so many Super Bowls, Mike, your entire franchise, and for a lot of these players, their legacies are altered by a play here, a play there. This could have been a totally different outcome, but let's give credit to the champs. They made the plays when they needed, and that's NFL ball, and I'll tell you what, they're going to enjoy this celebration.
Commissioner Goodell on the podium, set to present the Lombardi Trophy to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, champions of Super Bowl 60. So that'll do it for another sensational season of the NFL on EA Sports. For our entire team and with my partner Greg Olson, Mike Tirico, good night from Santa Clara, California.